Mateo, if you're gonna talk shit in chat. The GOAT. Thank you, Jake. Let's see how it goes this week. We're defending the my undefeated record right now. Oh, I actually have to put this in battle team. I didn't put nicknames. Shit, I forgot. Whoops. I'm just gonna go nicknameless, I guess. Kind of sad. I think I did last week too. Yeah. Feeling pretty good though. Feeling pretty prepped. Alright, I'm online. There's link battle. I'll reset the code. Oh, I need to update my header here too. Hold on. Header text. Header subtitle. Week 4 versus Kid. I know. Hey Blair, how's it going? Welcome to my live stream. I'm ready to go when you are. Says stream delay. I do have like a 45-second delay or something like along those lines. So alright, I got Mateo, hello. I know you're watching. Blair, hello. This is my draft league, and we're gonna be playing with this team of 6 down here. Something special about our draft league is that only specific Pokemon can Terastallize for like kind of balance reasons. So like Basculegion and Clefable, they're A-tier Pokemon, so they can't Terastallize. Hey Mateo. Trevenant, Bastiodon, and Duraludon can all Terastallize. It is the Mateo. Mateo, I've talked about you to my friends before, by the way. You're known by Dakota as the Architect. Yeah, so like Duraludon, Trevenant, Bastiodon can all Terastallize, and Klefki can't. Just because Klefki can technically, but you can only pick certain Pokemon that are in lower tiers to Terastallize. You have like a point system to determine how many you want to select for Terastallization. You also have 3 Tera types that are known to your opponent, and they're only ones you can use. So, like, for Duraludon, I have, I think, Steel, Fairy, and Grass type. I don't tell my opponent in advance of the match what Pokemon I'm going to use, or what the actual, what the Tera type I'm going to be using is. But they do know the 3 options. Mateo is... I said this in the other night, and I feel bad, because like, Mateo is definitely good at video games, but Pokemon Unite is like the game Mateo kind of runs laps around me on. But hopefully I'll be getting better soon. Alright, let me tell. I'm going to tell my opponent that we're ready to play. Let me know if like the music is too loud or anything. I'm still like messing around with the volume levels. I like rewatched my VOD from last week, and I felt like it was so quiet. So, alright, let's do 8, 6. I 099. So, I am in battle format. Alright, we're going to be playing best of 3. Two. Alright. We're starting the battle. I do have my own like custom music playlist instead of in-game music, so sorry no sound effects, but I don't love all of the music that's in-game, and I don't remember if the volume even works. You can still hear me. I'll put the music volume down a bit then. Also gonna turn off notification sounds for Discord. Is there like a do not disturb mode? Notifications. Disable all notifications sometimes. That's what I want. Okay. Alright. We're getting going. Alright. Oh, Pyroar. I was a little... I was thinking maybe he would bring Pyroar. I do think my Trick Room mode works here. Decent amount of physical attackers. I was a little surprised to see Politoed. I'm a little surprised to see Politoed here. Let me think. What do I want? I think I want... Because I don't think Duraludon... Duraludon's good into Dragonite, I guess. But so is Clefable. Every week I want to bring Klefki so bad, but I really don't think it's that good here. I think I need Basculegion for the back. Basculegion's kind of like the late game cleanup Pokemon. You're famous. Tay, are you that surprised that you're famous? Hitmonchan Pyroar. Okay. I wasn't really expecting Pyroar. How fast is Pyroar? That's a fast Pokemon, right? That's gotta be like a fast Pokemon. Okay, I'm too slow. I think I'm gonna just Moonblast. Like if Clefable goes down, it goes down. I'm gonna click Trick Room. Yeah, so my options for Terra types on Trevenant were, I think, Ghost, Water, Dark, Bullet Punch. He has Unnerve, that's why. Okay, oh, that fucking sucks. Okay. Burn on Trevenant's terrible, honestly. I get Moonblast into Hitmonchan. I wonder if it survives. It does. Okay. Burn on Trevenant sucks so bad, honestly. I didn't get a haircut. I'm actually growing my hair out. What does he have in the back? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't think I want to switch in yet. I think I'm going to Flamethrower that slot and then Drain Punch. So what if he switches in Scizor? He switches out Pyroar. What does he bring in? Caesar. I wish I had flamethrower that slot. I mean, why would I flamethrower the Pyro slot? Now I get my Viviri Berry. So helpful. Oh, I survive. That's cool, I guess. Now I reveal my... Oh, that does so little damage. I reveal that I have Viviri Berry on Trevenant, or on Clefable. And I reveal that I have Flamethrower. Caesar, what is that? Base 65 speed? I think I have it in my box here. Caesar, base 65. So it should be slower with Clefable. It could just bullet punch me though. Damage calculator. Where Caesar. Oh, I should have loaded up my fucking team in here. Am I gonna run out of time here? Maybe. I kind of want to know what item he has on Caesar. Be curious to know if he has the fire damage reducing berry, so I want to get more damage into that. I'm not really worried about Pyro right now. He Terastallizes. I should be writing down the stuff that he's using also. Terastallizes Caesar. Oh, into water type. Good thing I Poltergeist did that. Pen. Steal a Vanessa pen. Please don't miss. Okay, Covert Cloak. Interesting. Okay. That's a pretty decent amount of damage. Okay. Caesar has... Okay. It has Trailblaze, which is interesting. Please, God, don't burn. Okay. Oh, good ding. Trailblaze. Pyro just has revealed so far Heat Wave. Maybe it's Specs, because it hasn't switched moves. Heat Wave. And it switched out turn 2. I think I'm going to be slower than Pyro, so I think this is okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, he's Focus Sash. Ew. Okay. Trailblaze again. Oh. I'm kind of losing this now. Overheat? How many turns of Trick Room do I have? Did Trick Room go away? I feel like it did. I have one more turn of Trick Room, so I kind of need to take advantage of this. I'm gonna hope he doesn't protect Pyro. He withdraws. Okay. To Dragonite. Wait, why did I Flamethrower that slot? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, I think I've lost this game. I've definitely lost this game. Alright, he brought Dragonite. And I'm just gonna protect to see what move he has on Dragonite. His Bullet Punch. Brick Break. Fire Punch. Bastiodon, man. Oh, he's Life Orb. Okay. Imagine Bastiodon wins this. If he misses Heat Wave or Overheat or something, I win. So I kind of need him to do that. He's got Fire, Punch, Focus Sash on. And then he had Hitmonchan. With Bullet Punch. Okay, I don't definitely win this if he misses Overheat, by the way. It'd be really sick if he missed Overheat. He gonna be sturdy? No, he's not gonna be sturdy. I thought maybe that my opponent would bring, what's it called? Perish Trap. So you'd have Perish Song on Politoed, and I thought you'd have Gothitelle. So, oh, I missed Overheat. No, he does not have Sturdy. Oh my god, I might win this. Sorry, what I was saying was I thought he was going to run Perish Song on Politoed and go for Perish Trap mode where Gothitelle traps a Pokemon in. Then Politoed clicks Perish Song and you just kind of like stall the game out until it ends eventually. Oh, he just canceled. Okay, cool. I did not deserve that win. That was so stupid. Let Hitmonchan Pyroar. Alright. Feel it Hitmonchan Pyroar. Oh, so the point I was trying to make was that he's not running, or that I thought he might run Perish Song or something on Politoed, so I'm actually running Soundproof on Bastiodon. So that would, Bastiodon would then be unaffected by Perish Song. A pretty niche interaction, but I mean, could be good. So what do I want to do this time? I got really unlucky by getting burned on Bastiodon, or on Trevenant in game 1. If I'm leading Clefable, Trevenant, what would he lead to counter that? He might lead Porygon 2 to try and disincentivize my Trick Room. I think I might lead Bastiodon. Maybe it's stupid, but I'm gonna run a quick damage calculation also. While I have 51 whole seconds. If I have Bastiodon and he has Pyroar, Body Press. Okay, that could be funny. That could be funny. I think I might bring Klefki. And then have you and Maybe Duraludon in the back. Yeah, I think I'll have Duraludon in the back. Bastiodon is the GOAT, man. He really needed to miss that overheat, and I had a 10% chance of winning that game, and I got it. And I didn't really deserve it, because that game felt really messy. I didn't really feel like I had a game plan other than, like, get Trick Room up and hope I'm able to do some damage, and I was able to get some damage out. But it was not good. This is too calm of music. Hold on. Yes, we want Cynthia music. Oh, you led Pyro again. Okay. Does Klefki survive a... Let's say he's modest. Modest... overheat. No, not overdrive. I want to overheat. Does not. So, here is what I do. I'm blowing Tera on turn 1 both games. That's just how it goes. I don't think, so like, what I was saying before about Terastallization, I know, Jake, you probably know about this, but we have specific Pokemon. Those are called Tera Captains, and I don't honestly remember what his Tera Captains are. I don't think it's Pyro, though. I think his Hitmonchan is, like, Tera Fairy and Tera Ghost. Although, we ate that pretty nice. Close combat? Nah. That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. I think now I want the Trick Room. Because now I survived that turn. I have enough gas in the tank, I guess, to get... I didn't bring Trevenant. What did I had Duraludon. Alright, now I have an even better chance of getting my Trick Room up. It brings out Caesar. Okay. Overheat. Oh, that's gonna KO me, I think. Yeah. I don't know that he has protect. I feel like he would have protected Pyroar some of these turns if he had it. Because he has Focus Sash. Generally, when you have Focus Sash, you want Protect just so you can like survive a second turn and outspeed after that. You can accomplish something with your other Pokemon in that turn that you protect, but he hasn't used it. If he stays in with Pyroar, he's gonna die. He draws Pyro. I think he goes into Dragonite, which is good because I Dragon Pulse that slot. It goes Politoed. Okay, I still think Politoed is gonna die. Bullet Punch, that's not doing anything. Come on, I'm gonna Leftovers heal that back. And I think Politoed goes down to +2 body, +2 Terra fighting Terra Blast. Or, not Terra Blast, Body Press. Let's go. Bastiodon, further proving that he is the GOAT. Pyroar, you're back. The team is too nervous to eat berries. However, not too nervous to not too nervous to eat leftovers. If he's got Caesar, and I have my Bastiodon, and I think I'm like 140, if I'm plus 2, Tera Fighting. Doesn't KO, so I think I want to protect, and actually, I think I want to Thunderbolt Caesar over there. Snarl. Okay. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And he probably just, like, brick breaks my, Duraludon. It's half decent damage. Oh, he tries to go into my Bastiodon, huh? Ooh, and interesting that he went for Snarl. If he does that again, that won't work for him. He'll find out. And I will break your Focus Sash. If I break Focus Sash on Pyro, he goes for Heat Wave. I tank that because I still have Light Screen up because I went Light Clay instead of... I was thinking about doing Shuka Berry because I really thought he was going to have Gliscor for this whole thing. No. He had dual Wing Beat the whole time? Ugh! Dude. He had dual Wing Beat the whole damn time? See, I'm still really... I'm not worried about Pyro now anymore. What does he have? He has Trailblaze. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because I think he's gonna try and Trailblaze my Basculegion. And then I think Basculegion, I need to import the hell out of this team, but it's... Would have been cool to get a nice little, what's it called? Paralyze on that Pokemon. Paralysis. And then import to left team. Okay. And then Caesar, put you in there. Aqua Jet is going to do 27%. Do I live Trailblaze is my question. Trailblaze from max attack. I do survive that. I don't want to protect. I want to... What does he have in the back again? Hitmonchan. So I think I want to Last Respects that. And then... Oh, I ran out of time. Whoops. Missed another overheat. Crazy. Crazy. I ran out of time and I'd still do it. I think I'm going to Dragon Pulse then, if I'm not clicking Thunderbolt. Yeah. I super didn't deserve this win, like, at all. He doesn't have Fake Out on Hitmonchan. He didn't take any damage from that yet, so I think what I'm going to do is Wave Crash and then Protect. Because I think he's just going to try and, like, blow damage into Duraludon. Like, he could just close combat Duraludon. I don't really want that to happen. Overheat. Blocked. I don't think I deserve the win because he missed two, like... I don't know that the overheat was that impactful. It would have actually probably been better for me if he hit the overheat because he would be -2 special attack. And in game 1, I needed that overheat to miss on that turn. Like, where it just became Bastiodon and what's its name? Bastiodon and Dragonite were left at the end. So I didn't deserve that. I like kind of deserved the win just because I got to the point where it was like, I know that that's my out and I need to kill Pyro right now. Bastiodon is too good. I can't wait to go back into this VOD and figure out how many sorry about the overheat misses. I can't wait to find out how many KOs Bastiodon got that game. I wish that someone was counting. It helps to have a great trainer tele Pokemon. That's so true. He must have heard me, Bastiodon. He must have heard me say like, dude, you gotta dodge this shit. Cause that was his only out, and he did it. And now I'm gonna talk a little bit about the team, now that I've still got some viewers. So my first Pokemon was Basculegion. Basculegion pretty much just comes every week. Basculegion is really good. There will be some week, I'm sure, that Bastiodon just doesn't work if they've got like tons of water resist or something. But the combination of Wave Crash, Last Respects, and Aqua Jet is already like good enough moves. Then you get some other like good coverage stuff like Head Smash, I guess, Ice Fang if you need it against Dragon types. I ran it with adaptability just because I don't have any really good rain setters, and I thought that in this matchup I didn't really need the super fast speed. I just needed him to be able to do more damage. And I might have actually been doing my Calyptron, or no, I had Mold Breaker on the set that I had selected, so I definitely would have KO'd the things that I thought it was not going to. And then Citrus Berry, because Wave Crash, I'm doing a bunch of damage to myself. So it was nice to have the option to get Citrus Berry back, but Pyro actually made that difficult because it had on Nerve. Then I had Clefable. Clefable's just always good. This time I ran a more offensive set. It's still like pretty, like I ran Modest and like just a little bit of special attack, but I wanted Ice Beam and Flamethrower specifically for Scizor and for Dragonite. And then Moonblast is really good too into into Hitmonchan. I kind of figured Hitmonchan would run Bullet Punch just to counter Clefable and like I mean, it pretty much just counters Clefable. I wasn't going to bring Florges. Then I have Trevenant. He sets Trick Room. I ran Life Orb on him this week at the suggestion of Bihani, which was great because I got burned in game 1, and the Life Orb damage helped me out a little bit, especially into that Scizor when I got Poltergeist off. That was some really good damage. You run it with Frisk because it's not open team sheets, so I don't know what items they have. And of course, every time I play with Trevenant, I'm not paying attention the moment that Frisk gets activated, so I actually don't see what the item is. And one week I asked chat what the items were, and I got called out for it by Mr. Amazing, which I felt bad about. 4-0 basically almost certainly confirms you for playoffs. Yeah, pretty much, which is really awesome. Like this is better than I've done in any league or any season of this league so far. And this is actually like what I felt was the worst team I've ever drafted. It's like previous seasons I had Blastoise, Politoads, Salamence, Klefki, fucking Annihilate. Even Fungus was really good. I had Weavile and Crocodile in that team too. And I thought that was like really bad. Or I thought that was really good. Like compared to what I have now, I thought that was really good. And I made playoffs that season. But I had no confidence in this season, and I'm doing pretty good so far. Then there's Bastiodon. He's the GOAT. I ran Terra Fighting just because it did, like, Terra Grass was pretty good too, but I was going to be weak to flying either way, which I was worried about, specifically with Clyscore. And I guess with Dragonite too, because he ran a special Dragonite at one point. But Fighting just was, like, better neutral into a lot of the damage types that his team had. And it was nice to get the extra damage boost on Body Press. I don't know if that mattered in that one instance where he hit the Politoad, but the combination of Foul Play, Body Press, Iron Defense, Protect and with leftovers is like, you're unkillable. And like I said, I ran Soundproof just specifically to counter Perish Song. And Pyro could have ran Hyper Voice, I guess, too. But without, and I would have probably wanted to Terastallize in front of it. So I did want to go for Terra Fighting in that case. Then I had Duraludon. Tera Fairy. I didn't get to click Tera Fairy, but that was just to like take less damage from close combat, and to be neutral into a lot of types. And I would also be immune to dragon types, like to counter his Dragonite if you wanted to run Outrage, or if he was doing a special set, it would be Dragon or Draco Meteor. And then Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt Protect is just like really good coverage. Duraludon really doesn't get a lot of good moves, surprisingly. It's like a cool Pokemon that was like really good in Sword and Shield. And it really doesn't get very many good special moves. And it doesn't have very high special attack at a base level. But you run it with like a lot of special attack and a lot of HP and then an Eviolite, it's kind of sick. Run Stalwart, can't redirect my moves. He didn't really, I don't think he had any like real redirection on his team, but the other two abilities are pretty much useless. And Klefki, the ever amazing Klefki, who didn't do a whole ton. Besides, he actually just clicked Light Screen, but because he had Light Clay, or she had Light Clay, it was able to stick around and like add value to the team even post-mortem, which was awesome. I didn't get to click Dazzling Gleam or Trick Room, but it was my secondary Trick Room setter. I was very like Trick Room heavy on this team this week. I was even considering running like Brave Nature, like slightly less speed than normal Basculegion to be like a Trick Room sweeper, but I think I was overcooking that. And I put in this like really specific speed stat where it was faster than Porygon 2 outside of Trick Room, and then in Trick Room it was faster than Caesar. It was just ridiculous. And I ran like a decent amount of speed. I think I ran 156 speed EVs, and I was still faster than Caesar in Trick Room, which was kind of crazy. He must have been like max speed Covert Cloak, something crazy, because he had Trailblaze on his Caesar. And I've Basculegion's awesome too because it has 3 really good abilities, like Swift Swim, really good ability. Obviously, you get double speed in the rain, and you get damage boosts by the rain for Wave Crash and Aqua Jet. That's sick. Adaptability, you always get damage boosts for Ghost and Water type, which is really cool. If you don't need the extra speed, go for that. Last week I ran Mold Breaker, and I was able to blow up Mimikyu through its disguise, and that was just so ridiculously satisfying. So all 3 of them are really good. And I mean, this team is just outperforming completely how I thought it would. I thought I was cooked after draft, after like the initial draft ended, but I made some pretty decent trades. I got Clefable on the team instead of Amoonguss. I swapped Meowstic out for Klefki. I have 3 Pokemon that are weak to ground types. I think I actually might have more total. Here, I'll share my screen too, just to like show the full draft. Media window, and I'll turn on screen capture. All right. Yeah. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5, because it's double weak to ground Pokemon that are weak to ground. My types, I have 2 resistances and or 1 resistance and 2 immunities, but it doesn't make up for that overall weakness. And like my weakness to fire is, it kind of sucks, but it's really not that bad. It would have been cool to bring Dodrio this week because I just traded for that, and that as like a Tailwind setter would have been kind of sick. But it just wasn't his week. But yeah, I mean, here, let me put video capture back on. But really surprised that I got another 2-0 win this week. Pretty happy with that. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you Blair and Mateo for joining in. If you're